Well, welcome to the Complete Nonsense Podcast. I want to pre-apologize for anything that we may say that may piss you off or offend you. If it does, please call your friends. Tell them to get on and listen to what these fucking idiots are saying. Comment, hit that subscribe. We want to hear your opinion, but not really. We need the money. Let's begin.
We're back, motherfuckers, with another episode of Complete Nonsense.
You know, there are just days I want to vomit.
Oh, yeah.
I either want to throw myself off a bridge or I want to vomit. Well, welcome back to episode 63. We want to welcome back. We were just having an off-air conversation with Mark Jones back again. So they called you the ginger gorilla, but you're not ginger.
I had strawberry blonde hair as a kid.
Yeah.
It's all turned gray.
And it's all, it's the stress of kids.
Yeah.
And I think the best part is we're going to do this show as a sumo guy. He's next to this, you know, how do you feel about sitting next to the guy?
Good.
Hey, what?
We're getting there.
It is phenomenal. What else do they call you, bro?
So growing up, Jonesy, Moose.
Moose is a good
I like
one.
Moose.
But Moose was Meatloaf. No, Meatloaf was called Meat. Right.
I'm Baby Jones because I'm the baby of my family.
How many you come from?
I have 3, and then there's 2 that we kind of like adopted in. So I'd say I'm the baby of 5.
Okay. You're the youngest of 5?
Yeah.
Gotcha. And they all live locally?
Yes.
Here in locally to you, and you get to see them all, nieces and nephews. Yeah. Are you you're Jones? You're an Irish fellow, right?
Yeah.
No?
Like I wish I did that ancestry. I was hoping for a little black.
You were hoping for what?
A little black.
You want a little black? But when you went
I'm
to
an athlete. You don't understand, like.
But you
when you're
went to
around the white
Japan
side of the culture,
and you said
it's
went
just
to
all these unathletic people.
Yeah, but you went to Japan
Fucking
and you
whiteys.
said you were
fucking whiteys.
you were hung
I'm
like
known,
like a black guy.
Well, in Japan.
Yeah, bro.
Well, fucking
In Japan.
And now I'm in America and I'm hung like an American. I'm
least-
hung like a fucking whopper now.
You know what we heard last time. At least you don't have herpes. Okay.
Yeah.
At least we know you don't have herpes or AIDS. We're assuming this guy has
or
AIDS.
maybe
A little bit, maybe.
you
we'll
can find out then get tested yourself.
we may find out after he gives you a blowjob, and also, because you figure you said you could go first in line with him,
my
right?
guy.
Yeah. You know, I gotta tell you something, Dees. You're my guy. Not happening. I don't give a fuck how guys we are. When we're 70, I'm like, you're my guy. Let me give you a blowjob. Yeah. I'm gonna step out of
Pass.
that, bro. Yeah.
Pass.
No, all my older football coaches, like when we would talk about like, oh, what's your number to suck a dick? And we make up these like exorbitant
50 mil.
50 mil. And he goes, I'd fucking fight you for that fucking dick for 50 mil. Fuck you fucking. Yeah, like why? Are you fucking for real? 50 mil, you could change your life. Of course you're sucking that dick.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
I would say, and it was funny growing up with me in New York and all that. We would all have that. I'm 54, right? So we were the Bon Jovi era, right? And the kids would all be like, oh, what the fuck? And I'd be like, I would let him hammer me for 50 mil. I'd be in front of, as long as the briefcase is in front of my face, right? Yeah, 100 mil. Oh, that's all I'd be smelling. You'd change your life.
You
dude.
smell it?
You'd change your life. I want the briefcase in front of me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know what he was saying. No.
I was like, don't smell it.
No.
Don't do that. No.
With Dees, Sherpa and Dees are same cloth in a little bit. He's still a little more petting the rabbit, and he's just fucking straight up retarded over there. Hey, guy, I can't bring people over. They fucking, they don't like people. Who the fuck doesn't like people? Anyway. So I gotta say, for what I've been doing our reels, right? And it is annoying the shit out of me. Where I am now doing reels on Snapchat. Now I don't know anything about Snapchat. I don't know. You got Snapchat?
I
Anybody?
did back in the day. Yeah.
None of it, right? Everybody that I'm befriending on Snapchat, for some reason, is a gay male. Like everybody that I'm scrolling through I can't find the women. So then I find a couple of women, I start friending them, and I'm like, oh great, because then I'll get more girls. Like always goes back to gay men. I don't understand it, dude. Like, what you're shaking your head like? Is that
it happens in the sumo world. There's some weird fucks, man, that want to get crushed, and like they ask for some stuff.
Do they ask for some?
It's
In
weird.
Snapchat?
What stuff do they ask for?
I don't know. Like there's a guy that will hit you up randomly. And it's when you've hit a level. if you're not good enough, he ain't gonna hit you up. So it's almost like a rite of passage.
Yeah.
You finally had Jareki. I don't know what the fuck his name is really, because it's
Let's just, it's because it's alleged, right?
Yeah.
Let's not call him Drakey.
yeah.
I'm
he's
fucking
just
looking for.
Hey, but yeah, he'll text you like, hey, can I come out to your practice? I heard you have a sumo club. You know, I don't feel comfortable. Can I just practice in my underwear? I'm like, hey, bro. I don't know.
Time out.
Yeah, I don't know if you
There's no
noticed
whistles
about
in
me,
sumo,
but,
but
like,
we're gonna have one today.
all my practices, everyone's fully clothed. Like I have a lot of, I work with little kids and shit out there.
Yeah.
I like teaching little kids at an early age just wrestling and
Yeah, sure.
how to,
Protect themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
Or competitive. I doubt you're doing it for the aspect of, protection. You're doing it for discipline, right? I would assume most of it's discipline. Most of it's like, being competitive, right?
Yeah.
And hopefully taking it
but
further into there.
Grappling. So sumo is very close to Greco. Now that I know like the rest
Greco-Roman,
from last year, so it's basically Greco-Roman wrestling.
Yeah, yeah.
So like all the people that are good at sumo are going to be good at Greco.
Mm-hmm.
And like learning how to, like if someone ever gives like bear hugs you, like
How to get out.
you don't have to freak out. Just go ahead and relax. Push your hips back, down and away.
Yeah.
Squeeze those in a little bit. You're gonna break that grip, and guess what? I'm gonna go ahead and pass that arm through. You're fucked.
Yeah. So and that's true because and again, those guys don't go in for, as you just explained. They get out of this situation. You're going to get hurt before you walk away, but you're not. You made a big mistake, right? Now, and especially the judo guys and the jiu-jitsu, those guys are all about. They're not about striking you in the face and breaking your nose. They're about getting out or putting you into a hold where if they decide to break your nose, they can break your nose. But they know they can do it so quickly and easily that they laugh at you.
It's about the win.
It's like that video. Did everybody y'all see that video of the guy at the football game when he turned around and he didn't realize he was yelling at the number one contender for the light heavyweight, the black guy. He was yelling in his face, the little Mexican guy, and the black guy was just standing there and he was just, the boxer. He was just like, dude, you have no idea. And the caption was he had no idea how close he got to get knocked the fuck out.
I saw that
In the
I did see
football
that.
game.
Yeah,
the little Mexican guy, I think he was Mexican or something. He was
And
like,
it was a UFC guy.
Yeah, UFC. Yeah. He was
Yeah.
like on him. He's like, he has finger in his face, like, you don't know what the fuck. And you could hear like
You just don't,
the guy
man.
didn't say a word. The guy didn't. He just kept smiling. Okay, man. Okay. And his friends were all capturing. Do you know how close this motherfucker is to getting knocked? Like he would have gotten hurt. He first of all, he's below him. He was the UFC guy was up and he was below him, and he was like he could have.
This is Sparta.
He could have fucking seriously.
There's rules in UFC. There's no rules in life. Like you don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
and there's no referee gonna say, oh, he tapped out. You
Yeah.
could really fuck somebody
You
up.
Yeah.
hate to see John Bones Jones actually just like
Oh
fucking a guy up
man,
on the show.
he would fuck somebody up.
He's breaking your arm so you can't defend yourself, and then just raining bows down elbows.
my
like,
gosh.
fuck.
I saw one of
Everyone
his-
just slicing you
Seriously.
open. Yeah,
I saw one of his first match. I can't remember who it was, and he,
He
just
tapped
elbowed
14
the
minutes
shit
ago.
out
He's
of this
just
guy.
fucking still.
Oh yeah,
Fuck.
You
Yeah,
tapped
dude.
14 minutes ago.
Yeah.
You're just a blob. You're just a blob.
he's
Yeah.
the goat,
I made it.
man. He's the goat.
That's
I don't
why,
care. He's the
I
goat.
never was ever out there trying to, even in my younger years, there's too much fun to be had, even trying to get into, you got into some scraps. This is the way life was.
Yeah.
But never try and walk in like you're a badass. There's just no reason, man, and the ones that come in badass and the ones that, like the guy who was threatening me, I had a guy that was like my daughter's landlord. Unfortunately, there was a death, right? And this guy was like, I don't even know what the fuck he was to him. And he was on the phone with me. You don't know who I am. He's like a 50-year-old ex-gangbanger from Chicago, right? He has 6 grandkids. You don't know that guy. I was like, bro, I don't know what am I supposed to be intimidated? Like, what do you want me to be intimidated? Oh, no, don't hurt me. I was like, bro, I don't give a fuck. Can I get this shit or can I not get this shit, right? Can I come get the stuff out of that apartment or no? Yeah. I'll throw it away. Then, okay, if it's going to make you feel better, throw it away. Because guys like that, you're not going to know a guy when he's coming. Yeah. Again, lock the fucking door. Right. Oh, now you can't leave. People like that run their mouths. Yeah. They're not, in my opinion, they're not the ones that you should be scared of, man. You be scared of this fucking guy who just takes his shirt off and is like, okay, now what's happening? You're in this room now. Is somebody getting raped?
Dees got quiet.
Hey, I literally
level 2.
I swear I teach. I tell kids all the time, if it takes 1 to hold you down, it takes 2 to rape you. Do not get held down by anybody.
Anybody, right? Are we allowed to say rape on our podcast? I'm not even sure, So the other thing I was looking at, I don't want to bring this party down, but I do need to mention this. I want to do a quick moment of silence for Stax's dad that recently passed away.
Yeah,
we had a death in the family. His wife's father,
it was a rough one.
unfortunately, passed away. So I do want to, shout out to Jerry. Can I say that?
Jerry,
right?
Gerald.
Yep, Jerry. Shout out to that. And Stax, we're thinking of you. We love you. But I felt that needed to be mentioned. Right, need to be mentioned. So, and on a lighter note, I've been watching the U.S. Open. Has anybody ever noticed that tennis chicks are not cute? Like, have you ever?
They're butterfaces.
They really are.
If you even watch tennis,
It just happened to be on this last week. Nothing was going on.
and you thought you were going to get like a model out there.
Anna Kournikova was pretty hot.
Yeah,
was she not? Like, remember Anna?
Just because there's fucking 4.
It's 4.
They're straight celebrities
ugly,
now. I mean,
They are.
Yeah.
They
tennis
were
women.
not cute.
Yeah,
and they don't wear
They're
cute.
fucking goblins. They're just, goddamn.
I don't know if
my
that's
precious.
I don't know if that's
Just
fair to say. Can you? Yeah, goblins.
My ball.
And then they make every time.
Every time. Every time. I mean, even the guys aren't even like they're not even. I guess the one dude, he wasn't hard to look at. He was some Italian guy, but the one he was playing, dude, he literally looked like Opie from the Andy Griffith show, Ron Howard. He had like the ghoul look. He's like, hey, yeah, space between scenes. I was like, ooh, you're fucking horrid to look at, Jesus Christ.
But you got a daughter, so you look at that. Like, you look at college. I mean, I did. I looked at like college athletes in girls sports.
Yeah.
And, like the softball players, you got about 80% of them they're lesbians.
Yeah.
The basketball chicks, you got about 85% of them they're lesbians.
Field hockey,
100%.
100%.
The soccer girls,
right? When you say
the soccer girls are probably the best off. They're probably the most normal and just,
Well, no. If you're gonna talk, are you gonna talk looks wise?
just
the most beautiful are
general.
probably the gymnasts, wouldn't you say?
Well, I didn't see any of those where I was at.
I don't think so.
No, figure skaters.
Are you a breeder? Because if you go gymnast, you gotta fucking stop.
Yeah, there's some.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We watched fucking volleyball the other day, and I thought I was watching the Goonies all over again with fucking sloth.
Yeah, but that was one. There were,
saying.
Yeah.
After she started, I was like, "Baby
Beach
Ruth."
volleyball though. Fucking beach
Yes.
volleyball.
Thank
though.
you.
Yeah, there you
Right
go.
there you go.
Well, they're on the beach, man. I mean,
We have just become the most male. So
Yeah, we're done. We
did.
just killed we're not getting another guest.
Yeah, 100%.
not even a
Well, you
guess.
brought it up.
No,
I
I
don't
was
go
just
to tennis to look at chicks.
I was just saying tennis. We discredited all of it.
Yeah,
This
you-
guy fucking. I don't know if I give the 85% for the.
If I'm watching any sport, it's porn.
Yeah, just and God do you? And you are a champion at that. You are.
They always win. They always bring it home.
Since you brought that up, so just to clue you in, one day I walked in right to my guy's house. Right, I literally just because we're brothers. I walk over. He was getting ready. He had a little lube.
Had a little.
I was like,
had the lamp
oh
on.
shit! And the funniest part of it was, this is the guy's house. He
the
didn't say
living
get the fuck. He didn't say get the fuck out. It wasn't even like that because he wasn't there yet, right?
Have a seat.
So I walk in, but he's all set up, right? I'm like, oh shit! But I looked at the TV and it was like Meryl Streep in 1986. His fetish is old and midgets, and he's
that's
not
my fetish.
He's not afraid
But
to admit it.
it's- yeah, I like
Wait, what
older
do you mean?
women. I like
You
older
like
women.
How
I like
often does it have to
older.
be in your search for it to be your fetish?
Yeah, that's true. Just once.
It's pretty often.
If you look,
maybe it's a fetish.
if you're going MILF,
Yeah.
all of a sudden, but it was like literally like Glenn Close or one of those chicks. And I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, oh, sorry, bud, I'm out. And we laugh about it to this day. Yeah, but I guess we shouldn't annihilate. No, there are beautiful women in all sports.
Oh, yeah, there are.
And there are no lesbians in any sports. Let's not listen to Sherpa. He just said 90%. He just annihilated every fucking sport we know.
Is that a true stat?
He doesn't know that stat.
There was a lot of that going on.
He
bro.
just
I
told me
definitely-
again a Sherpa moment, right? Well, you guys walk out of the room. He says, these conspiracy theories, they're the top fucking podcasts. And I'm like, I just don't buy that, like who wants
there's
to?
a lot about them.
But they're not in your top fucking 5 podcasts of all time, right? I'm assuming, and I assume
a lot of the catchy
I
ones
assume
are.
comedy.
Yeah. I think you're right.
You looked at top 10, not one of them was.
Dude,
Everybody
what do you
talk-
think true crime is? True crime
That's
is a
not
conspiracy.
No,
Because
it's
there's no answer,
Are you out of your
fucking
mind?
idiot.
Are you out of
Yes.
your mind?
No,
true
you fuck-
crime is conspiracy.
Yeah, because you're making a conspiracy. Nobody
Conspiracy.
knows the answer, bro.
Yeah, of course they know the answer.
don't know the
when there's
answer.
evidence, when there's an answer, there's evidence.
They don't know the answer.
They do know the
It
answer.
could be this guy, or it could be that guy, or here's my theory why.
Until they have a bloody fucking palm print on a wall,
No, bro.
and they find the guy. Yeah,
Internet
that is
sleuths.
fantastic.
Most podcasts, they bring up a conspiracy.
No, they don't.
Somewhere. Yeah, they do.
Not
Yeah,
in a true crime.
do. Somewhere
Would you like
along
to
the
try?
line.
Have you ever heard a true crime where they're like the alien came and did it, or the government knew it was going to happen? Let's define conspiracy first, right?
How about I define conspiracy for you? You give your take. You give your hot take. But I'll define
I know what
conspiracy for you.
conspiracy
What
is.
is it? Tell me what your definition
It's a theory. A conspiracy is a theory of something that may or may not happen by a group of people that may or may not have known what was going on, or something that we cannot explain that is trying to be explained in a logical terms. Look it up.
Fucking guy just keeps talking 17 paragraphs.
There's no
You are a whistleblower.
That is the true
Whistleblower.
And I'm going to be, and even if I'm not right, that's the greatest guess of all. Crime is not fucking conspiracy. You can't be.
Listen. A secret plan by a group to do something unlawful or harmful. That's true crime murder, dude.
I'm not saying everyone, but it can be.
true crime.
No, bro.
Same thing.
When you
Fucking
plan
same
the crime,
Secret
that's
plan.
the conspiracy to plan the crime.
to commit
But
murder.
you do the murder.
Conspiracy.
That's the fucking crime.
But
There's
they
no
don't
conspiracy
know.
after
But
the
they
guy's
don't know who
murdered
murdered
because
him.
now you've executed it, right? And now there's facts to it. Somebody did it. Somebody will be caught.
And then there's podcasts where they conspire. They talk about the conspiracy on who did it. Yeah, dude.
You're crazy, bro.
Yeah, made the connection.
2020 is not a conspiracy podcast.
Go ahead, John.
I know you don't get to see it on the white side, but you ever heard of like blood sacrifice?
No.
For like these, there's like whole
Haitians?
movies and fucking like volumes of this shit
Of
on the black culture side of life, where they believe this shit of like Jay-Z kills off one of his kids to get fame
Oh,
and
yeah.
all this shit.
Yeah.
He did it.
It's all, but that's
Look
all,
it up.
That's the same thing of it's murder
Yeah.
conspiracy.
Sure.
Yeah.
But you see, again, in that aspect, what you're talking about is become urban legend, right? Because you can't. That's easy to prove.
Did he?
Go
Yeah, he
count
did.
count his kids.
Yes or no?
What do you mean no? Yes
But-
or no?
There's conspiracies they haven't figured out.
I understand, but in what he's speaking of,
Oh,
you
okay.
can't say the Jay-Z killed one of his kids. You count his kids. There's one missing.
Majority of the
That's
shit is
not-
all made
that's
up by
not-
AI.
That's urban legend.
All the conspiracy goes behind the one kid died, so now they're trying to make that he
Oh,
sold
so
that
a
kid.
child died.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Okay.
And I'm
Right.
not saying obviously
Jay-Z
Jay-Z's
had
kid
15 abortions, is what it says here.
obviously, we're not taking shots at fucking Jay-Z here.
Not that's Sherpa, and don't worry, Jay-Z. If you come to our house, you want to know.
pimping,
Yeah.
They pimping.
Yeah. Hey, Jay-Z, if you want to find out who that is, I will tell you right away. There's no conspiracy. I'll give you his
Yeah.
name, his address,
It's
his
just,
picture.
In the movies, there's just famous people that they would just bring up and like, oh, this actor had this person die in their life.
Yeah.
And that's why they became famous.
So selling the
because
soul of
they-
the devil.
Basically.
Yeah.
And that's where the conspiracy part of it is.
Right. But again, I understand there's many layers to a conspiracy, but a conspiracy in and of itself, when you're talking about the conspiracy of the government knowing that 9/11 was going on, right? The conspiracy of that they're hiding aliens in Area 51. That is just people getting together trying to find out something that, it's hard to find a fact. Do I personally believe that the government had anything to do with 9/11? Absolutely not. I mean, and if they did, how sad, right? How sad.
know.
It's just
They're not
me, I don't
finding
believe
out.
it. You guys could believe it happened. I just believe that I can't imagine a government that I live under would actually take down 4,000 lives and 2 buildings in probably the biggest city in the world forever. On what premise?
That's
Why?
what they want you to
Well,
believe.
they're even now
Yeah.
talking about 9/11 that the planes didn't take the building down. They're saying that something underneath got bombed because when
that's-
they hit it, the
but that's-
structure wouldn't have took the whole building down.
Of course it would have. You can
I don't
and
know.
again, you
That's
can
not-
prove
that's-
that. You
I
can
don't
prove
know.
that theory to be
They're
false
debating
because you
it
can
now.
watch the way the building fell.
It's
right?
all- it's
building
all in
fell top to bottom. It didn't fall bottom to top. And if it was underneath it,
Well,
it
that's
would
not how
collapse.
gravity works.
Yeah.
Understood, but he's saying something blew
No,
up
no, I'm not
underneath
saying-
it.
I'm saying
If
it's
you
being
watch
investigated
If
now
you
that-
watch the building,
Right.
the way the buildings fell, the top floor collapsed on the second floor. It didn't happen from the bottom up. If a bomb went off in the bottom of the building, exactly like the guy who blew up the federal building, Timothy McVeigh, if you guys are old enough to remember that building went from the street, everything went up. The top of the building wasn't fucking half as damaged as the bottom of the building, right? When he killed all those kids. So that's something you can clearly see by forensics, by evidence. The towers, both those towers came down from top to bottom because the heat from a full tank of a 737
I don't
going
know.
across country
They're-
has to be tens of thousands of degrees.
They have a lot of specialists
burning.
now getting involved.
Yeah, I don't
Do you
buy
believe
any
that we
of it.
landed on the moon?
Why would they lie? Why would they
How
lie?
would they get? If we can't have the technology now,
But why would they lie?
We just got the technology to do what we do,
Yeah,
right?
but why? Why would they
how
lie?
could they have done that?
I believe it happened. I mean, you have the
If you watch some of the
shifts,
footage,
you have
man,
the-
I don't know. It's a lot of questions.
So, hey, Jones, just if you're not catching up, this dude, AC, fully believes in ghosts. There's ghosts in this fucking house. There's ghosts in this room. But he also, on the flip side of that, believes everything the government tells him. I haven't made sense of it yet.
I love you, but that is such a juvenile
That's true.
statement.
That's true.
I don't believe.
That's true.
I believe everything the government says. That doesn't even make sense.
I mean, you
But
did tell us
if
a
it-
story
if it
where
made
there's
you
a
feel
chick
better.
sitting there, you eating a
How
peanut butter.
How many vaccines did you get?
None. I got 0.
All right.
Yeah, I got 0. Again, that's not. It's not for me. Do I believe now? Do you believe our government set up the COVID-19? Why? And again, I asked a simple question. You're all these. You guys believe he believes in a
Population?
God that is like he goes to a church that can't even build a building. Population what? So they were controlling the population. So again, let's say 2 million people died from that disease, right? Let's just say 2 million. You know how many people are in the world, right, guys? There's what, 15 billion of us? How many? You can look
I
that
think
up.
there's
So
6 or 7.
okay, so 6 or 7 billion, and we killed 1 million. We didn't even touch population control. Did we? I mean, we didn't. We really didn't touch
a
it.
million where? Like just in the States?
Yeah,
or
just in the
throughout
States.
The world.
Yeah. Well, again, find that out.
What was the percentage of?
Well, you figure.
My
8.2
weird
billion.
thing with the COVID part of it was always everything else went away. Every other death almost went away. You get in a car accident and it was COVID.
Yeah.
Killed you somehow.
Well, I can understand. Your theory
COVID
on
took the wheel.
your theory on that, Bud, is really comes down to dollars and cents. Okay, and I'm gonna believe you. I'm gonna let you have that.
Confirmed COVID deaths, 8 million.
8 million. So it didn't even touch the population.
From the
Didn't even touch
government.
8 billion.
But
Eight
it's still around.
8 billion and 8 million. It didn't even touch the. It didn't
What is
help
that as a
population
percentage?
Control.
Finance guy?
8 billion. Yeah, it's 1%.
There you go. Good. I was just checking.
Yeah. So anyway, so I'm gonna
Maybe
give you
we're
that.
over
And you know
1%.
why I believe
Maybe.
that statement that you just said, because that becomes dollars and cents, right? The government was funding these places to say it was COVID, right? That's how they were making money at that time. So that's just pure greed. But isn't that our government anyway? Isn't our government built on greed? I mean, this guy.
1,000%.
This
So
guy
why are you gonna believe
believes-
what you tell them? What they tell you?
Believe what? That we went to the moon? Why would they lie? What do they have to gain by saying we went to the moon? We didn't.
Well,
I mean, just explain that to me.
For the moon part,
Yeah.
I feel like they put too much resources when they did back in the day.
Yeah.
And then it was just like when they got there, it was like, all right, well, fuck.
I think it was dick
it
measuring.
wasn't a lot. It's
was
all
dick
a race
measuring.
versus Russia.
Of course, it was dick measuring.
Of who
So
can get to what
Correct.
faster. But when we get there,
there's
ain't
nothing to
much
do.
shit there. So
That's
it's
why we
like,
never went
are we
back.
wasting more resources to
Exactly.
go up there before we can fucking
100%.
clear out what we got going on on the state, on
Mark,
the,
you
or the
hit it.
world. Sorry.
I'm going to call you
Yeah.
Ginger Gorilla. Having a conspiracy.
call me
Gingy.
Gigi.
All right, Gingy.
Gigi.
At the end of the day, you're 100% right. So we were dick measuring, right? We went to the moon. They got to the moon. Everybody got to the moon.
Poor
Everybody
dog, by the
walked
way.
around. What's that?
Poor dog.
Poor dog?
Yeah, Russia sent the dog.
Oh, yeah. The dog,
Fuck
yeah.
you.
Didn't we send a monkey too? I think we had a monkey up
Whoa,
there. So
I don't want to talk about America's past.
I think we had a monkey
I
up
want to
there.
talk about Russia's past.
Okay. I think
How
had
did we get there
chimpers-
without the
How dare you.
technology, though?
We
Have
do
you
have
heard the
tech-
conspiracy
Back-
that the monkeys
back
are actually
then?
still up there?
Back then, we had,
This conspiracy, the monkey's still up there?
back then we had the technology.
Is he living a good life?
No.
Good life?
Hey, you got me there. Planet of the Apes on the moon? Fuck.
That's definitely for real.
Yeah.
If there's a Planet of the Apes, it's out there.
There's so much shit thrown into space right now.
And everybody if people don't even realize the entirety of space, right? People think we're going into space. We do not go into space. We are the space station, as you know, is in our orbit, right? It goes around. It is not. Why does it not fly off anywhere, right? It's not tethered to the Earth. It's because it's in our orbit. We have not truly gone to space per se, to the Milky Way. To once we leave our orbit, shit would get. And I'm assuming you're shaking your head like you understand what I'm saying.
Well, I get so.
There's no way
well,
we've gone to space.
I don't. So the gravitational pull is what keeps
Correct. The
your-
space
your
station.
shit right there. But
Yeah.
I like that concept of like once you were to leave the Milky Way galaxy, how would space change then? Like obviously
course.
we don't know.
But we
But-
can see other galaxies.
Yeah.
We know there's an
There's
Andromeda
so
galaxy.
much- there-
We know
there's
that.
known planets and
Yeah.
the
Suns.
I forget what it's called as far as what they actually call it. but like the happy zone, you can call it, of like how close you would be or how far you would have to be from the sun to sustain water, to sustain
of course.
life. And they know of galaxies
That's
out
science.
there with people like they.
Not people. They know galaxies that could have the same star system.
It has, has the potential of.
They're just too far away.
Because everything now
we're
it's
not
all.
the only ones in
I believe that. I don't believe we're the only ones.
Yeah,
no way.
I'm
I don't believe that.
There has to be something out there.
There has to be.
When
100%.
you take astronomy in college and they tell you that we know of more stars than there are grains of sand on Daytona Beach.
Yeah, 100. No,
That
on the
is
planet, bro. This is not. You're wrong. That's not Daytona.
That's
it's the
just-
planet.
My
and
guy
you can
just
look that
said
fact
Daytona
up.
Beach, and it's like just Daytona Beach. Think about how fucking crazy that is. Of
Think
how
about the
many
Sahara
grains-
Desert.
The grains of sand.
Yeah.
And you're telling me we know of that many.
No.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah. Oh, you mean they know of that? Yeah.
Yeah,
They say there's billions of stars. Billions.
And they can
billions.
tell by how they pull, how many planets are pulling on that sun.
Sure.
There's so much that comes into that. And it has to be something out there.
That's
Yeah,
and
but I
again
agree.
because it can sustain life. But I go back to the question of I think that people do that just because they're fucking bored. Why?
I know a guy who's in the fucking government, bro,
was-
and he knows the fucking truth. And I'm trying to get him to come on this fucking. He's deep in the shit.
But again,
He's a
there's a dude.
whistleblower.
He's deep in the shit, boy.
The truth that you're looking for isn't it that we all know that our government conspires to kill people to do? I mean that's for true. Like that, but I don't believe they're mass producing shit. And maybe I'm wrong. I believe that the CIA goes out and does operatives and does shit that takes out people that they think is
that
against us.
happens.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
I just don't know that they would really take 3-4 planefuls of innocents.
I don't know about that. I don't want to argue that one. That one's stupid. How about JFK? Let's do one that's a little bit more.
I believe
Yeah.
100% JFK
My brother
was
was
killed
shot
by
by
his-
the government.
My
Okay, good.
oldest
There you go.
brother,
Yeah.
Mike,
Yeah.
is a senior targeter.
Who is?
My oldest brother.
Is a senior targeter.
Yeah, for the military.
No shit.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so
his job
his operative is to go
knowing
find where these people are that they
who
can
are
take
threats.
out.
Who America is
Wow.
considered threats,
Yeah.
and their job is to get recon, do work to get those people off the list.
Off the list.
depending on their rank.
Exactly my point. there.
Severity.
Yeah.
So yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I mean but that's isn't that our job though, Mark?
SEAL Team
Isn't that what
6.
keeps us safe? And it keeps us free? Because another thing that people in this country do not fucking understand, and you better get it through your minds eventually, people, is that every empire falls. Okay? Every fucking empire
is
has
true.
fallen.
That
Every
is
one.
true.
Tell me which one hasn't, right?
That's true.
We're here a long time, but we're not here a long
lucky
time
long
in the
time.
in the scheme of things, right? Because the Mao, the dynasties, all of them, the Romans, they all fucking fell, right?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, isn't that what the government has to do to keep us free and safe? And the point I was going to make is every motherfucker out there better realize
We
that
have
the
nuclear
only-
missiles.
That the only we'll never drop a nuclear missile. It'll never happen. But because you'll take out the population.
Yeah.
We are protected by 2 fucking big oceans. That's the only reason we're not invaded. If we lived in the middle of Turkey, do you not think we'd be invaded 1,000 fucking times? Being a free country, they would all want to overrun us. They all hate us because they have to fight amongst themselves because they're on one big fucking desert. We have 2 big oceans that save us, man. There ain't no Canada coming, Mexico. Come on,
Yeah.
we're bombing fucking. Who did we bomb last week?
Venezuela.
Venezuela. And did you see that the Venezuela, the prime minister or president? Sorry, he sent out 2 planes over our warship. That's a bad idea. That's like that. That's his brother fucking making sure that never happens again. You know.
It's always bad.
Yeah.
So you go to JFK. There's no way that one guy could have possibly.
All
I've
right,
been
good.
there.
We're on the same page then. Good.
Oh, but
We're
have
fine.
you ever been down there?
No, I've never
Okay,
been there.
so
but-
there's two crosses, X's on the ground where he was shot twice, and where the X's are, because it's a big tourist attraction now, obviously, right?
Right.
And from where that building was,
Right.
there's just no way that guy did.
That's been a
No way.
conspiracy for
Ever. And why would the government's never going to come out and say we killed our own president? You know, but I believe that it was all because of the Cuban Missile Crisis, right? Isn't that where he was trying to defend that the Cuba at the time and trying to make peace with them all? And we make too much money off weapons, right? So what they do, they take them
Why
out.
wouldn't we do what needs to be done?
In terms of what?
America.
Yeah.
Whatever the people that are actually that invisible hand that controls,
Yeah.
they're willing to knock off who they. You shot. I don't even know about the shot on Donald Trump. If that was even somehow he's already like the ears perfectly.
That was very weird.
Government,
too.
bro.
That was very weird.
Nobody's above it though.
Yeah.
But no,
Like,
nobody.
Whoever
Nobody.
they decide is the one that's like our Ponzi.
But who's they? Who's the they?
That's
That's
the money.
the question.
It's
Money.
Follow the money. You find the power.
Mark, you are on the same fucking page. There's no aliens. There ain't no alien in Area 51. 51 is a fucking place that makes weapons that we will, if we ever go to a war like that, we will need. That's what that place is doing. There's no fucking aliens. And again, if we talked about if aliens came here, they would look at us like we're idiots.
You don't think there's been any aliens here?
Zero.
Explain.
I believe something's happened.
How
there's some weird shit that goes on, man.
From what, like Jesus to 1900s?
Yeah.
Fucking no technology, really.
Right, zero.
1900 to 2015.
Yeah.
Fucking all the technology that you want, and then
we landed on the moon.
How did all of a sudden?
Necessarily true. 1800s, we started like go back to the 1600s when they started the technology at that time might not have been a cell phone, but it was a wheel.
But I'm saying
it was learning how to use water for power.
The real industrialization and the boom in like 1930s,
right? Where mechanical shit
where
came about.
Shit really started getting going.
Yeah.
1900s. They had like a computer used to be the size of your fucking house, and now you can run 1 million computers in just a little fucking iPhone.
Right. But I think that once it's created, right, and debate me if I'm wrong. Don't you think once it's created, like let's just take the wheel, right? The wheel came about because at some point the Neanderthals were tired of dragging their fucking women, and they were tired of dragging so they learned that they could roll the boulder, right? So now they rolled the boulder. Now all of a sudden they understood that they could cut the boulder down because it was too heavy to move, right? So as the technology goes, I think that when you're right, you got a computer the size of this desk, right? The early IBM was the first one that came out in the 60s, I believe, or 50s. They had a computer that was the size of this room, right? So now you already have the technology. Now you have all these incredibly brilliant minds that can define and retune it through the years to get it down to this size. So I think that once we get the technology of it, I mean, do you believe that we can actually cure cancer, but they're holding it back on us because people want to die? I don't believe it.
Money. You just said it.
I understand that.
Money.
But don't you think there's more money? Don't you think there'd be more? Think about this. There's a lot of people with cancer, bro. Think about this, right? Don't you think that if they could cure it? Now, let's just talk. We're talking, there's thousands of types of cancer. We all know that, right? Everything from head to toe, right? There's not one cancer, right? Okay. And some of it we can cure, right? We can cure some of the, what's the one that people get, guys get, prostate cancer? Yeah. That's a big one we can cure nowadays. You get it early enough, right? You can cure it. Lung cancer, we can almost stop that if you get it early enough, right? Melanoma, get it early enough, we can cure it, right? Don't you think that there's more money in the cure than there really is in the disease? Because think about it. How much did they charge us for the fat weight loss drug? $1,000 a shot. And there's millions of people that would pay that. So you have a cure for cancer. You have a pill that you can give somebody that's cancer. Hundreds of millions of people have cancer, and it can cure all cancers. Don't you think there'd be more money in the cure?
But what if it wasn't like a pill? What if it wasn't
a shot?
But what if it was just something that was available to everybody? What if the cure was just eating right and doing this diet and doing these types of things so you don't even...
Yeah, you're 100. I agree with you on that, bud. But this is the problem I have with that. If you think about it, right? You could cure yourself eating right and all that, but now you're talking a bigger scheme, because isn't everything that we're given, we have to really buckle down on eating right, going organic, maybe growing our own shit, having your own chickens in your yard, because everything that they sell us is garbage.
Right.
And everything is garbage.
Self-done.
Self-done.
My dog guy's fucking his own chickens, so he's already one step ahead of me.
And his chickens, didn't they kill a raccoon? Oh, no, the raccoon?
No.
You killed the raccoon. Yeah, somebody killed the raccoon.
Yeah. Killed my chickens.
Killed the chickens. You need to say.
He worked for the government.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So in that aspect, you'd have to strip it down to really where you control every process of that, because I don't know that we could even, if you say eat right the way when you go
I don't know if that's the answer. I'm just saying
there's
no money in the cure.
We didn't think you had the cure over there in your fucking
cure.
water. But you know what I'm saying? I think when people say that, the question I ask is, don't you think there'd be just as much money, if not more, in the cure? Because if I could charge you $10,000, your insurance company, you out of pocket $5,000, $3,000, are you not going to find a way to get the pill for cure cancer? You fucking bet your ass you're going to, because everybody's afraid of death.
But the surgery alone, just the anesthesia costs you $20,000.
Understood.
And then you're on the cycle, so you just
Understood.
constantly.
But there's plenty of other diseases.
and
Let's not kill ourselves. ALS. There's fucking Alzheimer's. There's Parkinson's. Are we saying that the government has cures for all that shit and they refuse to cure any of it?
Well, there's crazy technology. They're coming out with shit that reverse blindness.
Mm-hmm.
They have 3D printing. They use
look at the cochlear ear shit they can do.
They use the fucking placenta now as the
you put it in your
fluid,
body,
and you can 3D print organs now.
Yeah.
We're going to next level.
So
shit.
isn't that the same shit as trying to cure the cancer? So think about it.
Yeah, but you don't think they've explored any of that to where they're
I do. I think
close?
I think that things that they can cure, like we just talked about prostate, right? Melanoma. It's steps, like he talked about from the computer.
I think they were way more advanced than we lead on to be.
It keeps you more. It's way more expensive to keep you unhealthy.
Makes
Yeah,
sense.
You know what I mean?
Makes
We're
sense.
making more money off every visit. If you're healthy and you never have to go to your doctor, how do your doctor become a millionaire?
But again, at the end of the day, there's so many of them. Your doctor's still going to find. He might not be able to make you money on cancer, but he's going to just move to another disease or because everybody coming up, every child goes to a doctor, right? You have kids, they went to a doctor,
but not in the back in the day. You didn't.
Right. But again, we advanced.
So that's something. But
back then they only lived to 28.
But who told you? Everyone was told to eventually go this way, and everyone swayed this way.
Because again, we're living longer. It's clear we're living longer. If you go back to exactly what you're talking about, Jesus' time, those people lived until they were fucking 28 to 33.
Except Moses.
But due to technological advances, you can. That's an easier thing to achieve longer life.
Of course.
Because of everything we can do.
Of course, because of the shit that they're creating to keep us alive longer.
And think it like the shit we could do in 2005 to what we can do in 2025. We've jumped giant steps.
Yeah.
100. But don't you think back then they did too? From the time that there was not steam to move a boat. There was a guy rowing it, and the day that it came out that somebody could create steam through coal and move an engine, everybody was jumping on it. So wouldn't that be the same concept? Holy shit, we learned something. Now everybody's jumping on to build it. Then that's how again was it come down. What we all have to accept the fact is our lives are all based on cash. That's it. We are nothing.
Not my life.
Yeah,
mine's based on Jesus Christ.
You live in a tent. Good old Jesus Christ. What's he done for you lately? Has he helped you? No.
Every day.
He can't. He can't even get you off the 2 Bud Lights or build the church over there that he wants.
Every day.
They're out in the rain. I love you, Jesus. It's 2025. You should be in a building. Be in a fucking building. But yeah, that's definitely an interesting conversation to have. That we are all based on money.
I feel like the scary thing that is getting everyone now is AI.
Oh yeah,
And it's like,
but what's that gonna do? It's still on our computer. What's it gonna do? It's not gonna sit and replace him today. Maybe 20 years now, they'll be able to generate me a computer where I can type in AI, run this show for us.
Nah, you're fucked. You're fucked way before me.
There's always gonna need some human interaction.
There's gonna need to be a brain in the room.
In the school system,
100%.
At least 30 years.
100%.
Just through ChatGPT, like every kid's a fucking savant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, they're relying on something that ChatGPT, let's talk about where it comes from. There's not some Asian sumo fucking, guru sitting behind this waiting for Jimmy's question, right? It's coming from the same thing that they've been doing for the last 20 years, being Google. Ask, what's the one from IBM?
What was it?
Jeeves, right? Yeah. So it's coming from the same place anyway. Now they just call this something else, package it in a different way. This is your plateau. Everybody jumps on it. But it's the same technology that we've had for the last 15 years when you just typed it into Google. Right? I mean, so
but the way they watch us now,
they've created something.
Is so much like more in your face
because they want your dollars.
If I fucking even have like a thought about
crazy
blue pantyhose. Next thing I see on my Facebook is a fucking blue pantyhose and how much of a discount. So they're
genius.
I saw recently
Where did blue pantyhose come from?
I just made up some
an example.
Where did that come from?
It was random.
That's wild.
Because
That
I'm
popped
a
in your
fucking. Would you do me?
Wait, finish
I
that.
do me. I
want you to finish that. Wait, I need you to, Mark, hold on. Time out. He said, where'd you get blue pantyhose?
Baby oil.
And you go, you know me, I'm a. Finish that one. Please. Whatever. Everybody Corey, shut the fuck up. Give the man a
Don't
minute.
do it, Mark.
I wish we could replay the tape. He says, you know me. And he fucking didn't answer the question. Whatever was coming about blue pantyhose, that was going to be fucking good, you know? Maybe I was hoping he was going to say when he was robbing banks or some shit.
On the skids. I was going Buffalo Bill the whole time.
This guy is a great
Buffalo Bill the whole time.
He's a great guest host. That's fantastic.
In your eye.
Yeah. So blue pantyhose. Yeah, it is pretty amazing. But again, what's it do? It generates an ad, so you spend money.
Well, I saw now it's the 5G we're at now.
Yeah.
So now that they've gotten to that 5G, supposedly like they can identify you just off the signals being sent out by all the vibrations. They like the government knows like if they really want to find you, they can figure you out through tracking just 100%. Signals off of fucking computer, fucking phone, fucking printer. Fucking
but they're not
everything.
looking. Your brother's not looking for guys in this room. He's looking for the bad guys.
I don't know.
For the most part, you hope they're looking for bad guys, right? Yeah.
You don't know. Hey, 6 degrees of separation.
That's true. 100% true.
I fucking know everyone in here. I walked in here and didn't think I was going to be someone I met, and you're a fucking baseball coach of my kid.
That's true.
6 degrees.
Fucking Jason Bourne's in the room. I walked in. I looked.
Yeah. But it's so
He's fucking Jason Bourne.
Isn't he funny? It's like when I met this guy, I'd see him up. He was like fixing microphone stands at the city center, and I'm like, oh, bro, I know, yeah, bro. And all of a sudden we got to know him. I'm like, fuck, what did I just do to myself? The fuck did I just? And I got rid of my first. We called her. He's Sherpa. She was the producer, right? Because when I started this show, I started with his wife Stack. She still comes in, and then I had a wonderful woman named Ania, and she was a producer. But we were so far apart. I'm a 54-year-old white guy. She was a 28-year-old black woman, right? So we were and she was very God oriented and family oriented. Me, I'm a fucking train wreck. I did a scorpion last week out of a blow up thing because I got so fucking hammered. Not that I don't love my family. I'm 100%. A family guy, but I look at it this way. We live it hard, man. Put the seatbelt on, fucking enjoy the ride. I don't get caught up in drama. I love listening to drama because it makes for good conversation. Yeah, but nothing sweats me. I'm gonna live till I die, right? So yeah, I'm the guy who falls out of that shit. But at the end of the day, you're 100% right. I find him, now we find you. He's across the street, and as you get closer with people, more people come in that you really can never escape.
Right.
So and that's how this life works. But it's 100% about money. It's all about money, and they can't do anything. They're not going to do anything with that except show us blue pantyhose so you go buy blue pantyhose. 100%. I mean, right? You think about it.
Popping up.
Yeah. And what scares me, the only thing that is weird to me about it is if you're not looking up, is it truly that you mentioned it and your phone is actually heard it to find?
I believe that.
That is scary in the fact that because you could have a bad day and say, dude, I want to fucking kill this motherfucker, kill that motherfucker. That's where you can get you in trouble. If that's the case. And there's so many of us. Who has time to be listening to this? Again, there's no guru in a mountain.
There's computer programs that catch trigger words.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to kill, and
that
once they hear the word "kill," it just records the next 15 seconds of the conversation. You know what I'm saying? There's certain programs you can trick people.
Wow.
Bro, there's crazy shit. Like you watch the mobile command unit outside of that, like outside of the hood now.
Yeah.
They can tell you the paths that are most taken. They have everyone's marker pulled out. They can tell you the drug house because all these markers go to this house no matter what path they came. Yeah.
Mark's walking through. They're like, come here, white boy. Let me show you something.
Hey, I heard you could see, I heard this house sells blue pantyhose.
Fucking Cracker Red jumps out on you at a barbecue. That's happened.
Hey, on that though, I was reading there was some flooding that happened here yesterday. So I'm reading all the comments. The residents are up in arms. They're pissed. They're like, vote out city council, vote them out. And then somebody comments, they go, oh, we go to the county council meetings and it isn't working. We should all follow them to their house. We should follow them to the store. We should follow them everywhere. And then the next comments are like, that's called stalking. That's criminal. You can't do that.
But you see, the saddest part of that is you're going to have that one guy that's going to do it.
100%. The person who commented definitely was like trying to encourage people to fucking do that. Yeah,
I mean, you saw
everybody join me.
Yeah, mob flash.
We're at the what was Frank the Tank from
Oh, from
old school.
old school. Yeah, yeah,
We're
yeah.
going down the hall. Yeah.
That's
To
like
the
that.
gymnasium
Come on.
through the quad.
That's like that show
Join
that
me.
they did on Area
terrible.
51. You see that documentary they did on Area 51 where one kid just said, we're all going to storm Area 51 at this date. And it spiraled into about 1.5 million people trying to do that. And then the government was all fucked because that town that Area 51 has one cop in it, you know, in Roswell, right? And it's like there's nobody there. Right. And he was complete. And it's on Netflix, you know. And the government got involved and said, okay, we're going to have to put National Guard down there because you get 1 million people storming the gate, they're going to get through. But Area 51 made it very clear, we will shoot you to kill.
Yeah, we're going to mow you down. You're not going to get far.
Yeah.
Have you seen the fucking guns they have?
Oh yeah,
they would mow down 1 million in fucking probably 3 seconds.
Yeah, 15. Yeah. Well, they'd have to mow the rows. You know,
well,
think
about the missile shit that they blow down, like that gun that shoots down the missiles.
Yeah,
that shoots out like 1 million rounds a second.
Yeah.
It's fucking nuts.
Could you imagine that?
Done. Yeah.
Could you imagine though?
Go home.
That actually happened.
That's all you hear.
So
Go
what
home, hillbilly.
The end of the documentary was that they broke it into two because this kid was like, dude, I was just kidding, and it ballooned into like 1 million people, right? And then all of a sudden it turned out there were 30. Yeah. And then so they were. Did you see it? Yeah. And all of a sudden they're like, ready, set, go, and like the 30 people run up to the fence and like, we're just kidding. It was like, and they did a whole festival in Vegas.
And
so the 1 million people went to
Joker
Vegas. Seriously. But could you imagine? Like, I mean, again, think about that. Let's just say there was 100,000 people there, right? And they made it very clear. But what American soldier wants to kill American people? None of them.
But they don't look at us like we're fucking even one of them.
Yeah,
We're the civilians. They're the warriors.
But they're served to protect us.
When they get back in, like my brother, when he got back to like the civilian life, he calls it civilian life.
Sure.
I'm a civilian now.
Yeah.
He's done fucking like 8 tours over in Afghanistan.
Yeah, see? Badass.
He does. Like, this is all a joke. I'm a joke. Every time he goes like this and goes to his hip, he goes, see what that happened? I'd have just killed you right there. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why would you?
Can you pass the turkey?
I go home and tell him some kind of fun like fight story or something like that. He goes, I'd have shot you in the face.
Oh my God.
I don't know why you're even doing stuff like that. You die. Like people,
and that's a guy who put his life on the line for us. You know,
but like they're willing to do what's in their eyes. It's for the betterment of the country and the betterment of tens of million outweighs tens of thousands.
Right. So if you ever talk to your brother, how does he feel about the conspiracies of, you know, the government being against us?
He doesn't.
They treat them like shit with the medical, and that's just absurd to me, right? The guy's you said 8 tours, the man should have whatever the fuck he needs. He should have, right? He needs teeth, they should give him a brand new set of teeth. He needs hearing, whatever the fuck, and he should have the newest technology. That's my opinion. If you're going to put your life, give him everything, you know, give him everything.
How do you know that?
He complains about it all the time. Yeah.
Does he?
Yeah.
Now he's definitely going to shoot you in the face.
Yeah, he's definitely shooting. It's a good thing you didn't mention him. That's alleged.
I don't know.
It's a dead dick.
I don't know.
And there's these.
Target acquired.
He's over here.
Sir, I just want you to know it's alleged, and it's Sherpa and Ginge who know you 25 fucking years or 37 years at Jap. But, you know, I just find I think that everything about that world that we're talking about is extremely interesting, and I think that it's something that we'll never fucking never know. And I think 100 years from now, nobody's ever going to know. I think 100 years from now, this is all going to change again. Will we be the most powerful nation in the planet? Who knows? You know, probably not again, because all empires fall. If the Mexicans and the South America got together and put their shit together and put their technology together, you know, I mean, you know, you never know what's coming up, or is all of a sudden somebody going to throw a nuke around? If they throw a nuke around, that's probably the end of civilization.
But we've seen, the next.
I mean, as you said before, you knock this earth. Yeah, 100%.
It'll be
as you said before, if you knock this earth off, and it's proven fact, you know, you tell Sherpa, it's not true, but it's proven fact. If this planet goes, you know, fucking 4 miles close to the sun, we all die. Right. 3 miles past the sun, we all die.
How did they prove that?
It's science, bro.
Oh, it's science. Catch all science.
Yeah.
You just strengthen his fucking wings.
And don't say science.
Yeah, he loves science.
God's not science.
He loves science.
He does not love science. He loves God. He believes God put us all here.
He
believes there's a guy, there's a girl and a guy that we are all fucking a part of. He believes that there was a serpent that came down.
I never
that
said any of that.
Well, that's God. That's how God started.
Your science is your casual. How do you know? Science,
bro. They can prove it. I mean, again, if you take the theories that are out now and you
conspiracy
you do an experiment, okay? Give you a simple thing: 2 + 2 today is still going to be 4. If you do 1,000 years from now, 2 + 2 is still going to be 4. So that's proven fact. You cannot change.
That's called
that.
math.
Yeah. Do you not believe that most science is based on math?
I didn't say
this
that.
is where he's retarded.
I didn't say that.
Just
I
stick
didn't
with
say
stick
that.
with.
I don't know.
Stick with your herpes and you're waiting to build the
How
church.
did this herpes thing come
Yeah, it just came up.
Your buddy said he had herpes.
I said 1 in 4.
Don't.
1 in 4.
That's a known fact.
Okay, that's right. I said it. You said 1 in 4. I looked at the purple shirt because
like,
I'm
purple
pretty
shirt
sure. I'm pretty sure
definitely has
that
nerves.
this guy took his shirt off. There's no
Yeah.
herpes on that body, right? Yeah.
He's got herpes now.
And remember, he was shaking you before. All of a sudden, you get a sore on your lip. You're fucked.
I'm gonna go.
You're fucked.
Take a shower.
That is fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic. I said to on another quick subject. So I was sitting around with my friends the other day, right? And they told me about menopause, right? One of our older friends is like, I have menopause, right?
Menopause.
And, yeah, right. So this menopause all of a sudden clearly fucks up a woman's life, right? Makes them hot flashes, doesn't give them the energy anymore. It changes everything, right? And it's part of life, right? It's getting older. So I have a 38-year-old wife. So I ran home and I said, bitch, you ain't in med. Every time I say, hey, baby, could I get a little action? She's like, no, I don't. I said, no, our friends said they don't have sex anymore because of menopause going on. I ate her ass for an hour and a half, too. That's no bullshit. That's a true fucking story.
Men of
right?
play.
I said, you can't use that, girl. You are not allowed to use that ever. You're 38 years old. She's like, leave me the fuck alone. I said, no. I almost duct taped her mouth and just said, shut the fuck up because we're not anywhere near that world yet. Yeah, that's fucking fantastic. Sorry, I just had to throw that in there.
My wife's mother-in-law gets the hot flashes.
Yeah.
It's
She's
the
got to be young.
funniest thing.
Oh, and hot. My sister gets them too, like hot. Like all of a sudden she's like, oh my god,
It's so hot. It's so hot right now.
she's got to be
Anybody
young.
else as hot as me? Because I'm so hot. No, you're fucking flaming right now. I get it.
Flaming. Yeah. How may I ask how long have you been married?
10 years.
10 years. Okay. And then 2 children. Think about any more?
No, we had a little bit of complications with the second. So
Okay.
it's like,
It's
if
good
you
enough.
want a third, I'd have to potentially lose the wife or lose the
yeah.
baby. So it's like, just stop with
It's not worth it,
Yeah,
right?
it's not worth it.
Not
We
worth
all
it.
get to live and have a good time.
Right. And if you really want another one, you can take a Asian kid.
Like we talked about through the coaching, like I have so many kids that I've kind of brought in.
Right, take under your wing.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's where like they're big uncles and big cousins and big brothers. To
Do you do the big
my
brother
kids.
stuff?
You can
His own form
I don't.
of it.
Yeah, my shit. Like I do everything out at Derbyshire Park, which is like in the hood of Daytona.
Yeah.
And every Sunday for the last like 3 years, I go out there and do training, free training for any kid that wants to come out. And then like I do private training, and I don't really charge anything for private training. They just pay for their gym membership. I'll just show up.
Yeah.
Kids that need help. Like I got
You
one.
mean lifting or a certain sport?
It could be sport specific. It could be just trying to get a better body. It doesn't matter.
See,
However
that
you want to work it. Because
great.
I work like
no,
That's
like
great,
so
man.
you're doing what this life is supposed to be doing.
You're doing God's work.
That's not God's work. Do you think it's God's work?
I don't.
It is.
It's-
Just
it's-
say yes.
It
Or I'll
feels
headlock
right.
you right now.
That's not the question. See, it feels right. But did
Everyone throw down with
did
you.
some creation come down and come in a mist and say you need to do this? No, that never happened. And again, the ghost shit. I don't believe that there can't be energies that run around this.
You know
I
what
mean,
you just
everything's an
glossed
energy.
over that happened in here, this room though?
This guy
that
is-
Chinese person that came in here.
Yeah.
Yang Comedy.
Yep.
She called that she felt the energy in the room and the ghost was in this room. And I don't think she was joking. And you just like glossed over
Yeah.
and went on to the next subject. But she
My
did say
exorcist
that-
told me they were gone. I believed her.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But I can't believe she just called it out like that.
Did you point it as come?
No,
I did.
The ghost is
I
moving.
saw it moving.
Yeah.
Was it moving?
And then shortly after that, she got tripped out by the fan. Which
She
is
did get
kinda
tripped out
weird.
by the
I
fan.
think there's
Yeah.
stuff going on. And you just let it ride, dude.
Yeah,
You
because
didn't
we
catch on to it.
were. No, I saw her. We were coming to an end.
Yeah.
I thought it was a
know.
joke.
And
She's
she
a
was
comedian.
doing she was doing a great job roasting us.
She was doing good.
So I wasn't, what I thought
I
was,
just know. I thought about it afterwards. I was like, man, that was kind of
no,
weird.
I knew she had to take a shit because remember she went into
Is that-
Is
I mean-
that how Chinese people do it? I study their culture, and that's how.
Start
That's when you
naming
know
off
shit.
everything
She
in
was
the
a-
room that's a problem, then that means you got to go.
yeah. She was a great guest and she did very well with us, right? But at the end, it was towards the end, she was like, "Oh, the fan," and then I asked her at the end. I said, "Well, what's the fan?" She's like, "Oh, it fucks up my stomach or something, right?"
Yeah.
So then she left the room because she wanted tea and all that stuff. First of all,
she
you want to
levitated
talk
out of
about
the room.
this is a badass though. This chick was every bit of 5'2". Would you
Yeah.
say 5'3"? She came alone, bro.
She charges
No bodyguard, no brother, no boyfriend, nothing. I opened my door and she peeked her little tiny head in and turned
Hello.
two sides. You know, is this,
Housekeeping?
yeah, like
You
is
want
this
men for below?
like is this safe to come in? And then my wife was there, thankfully, where ease her mind. But that's a badass. Come to where you don't know you are.
She does that everywhere she goes.
Everywhere.
I
Everywhere
like
she
to
goes.
think she Googled Port Orange, Florida.
But
Yeah.
how would you know? How would you
Hey,
know?
bro, I've left my front door unlocked my whole life here.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm
I give-
dude. I have guns in every aspect of this house. There's one above his head. I have three. They're all like.
There's been like 3 murders in this neighborhood.
yeah, two.
2 murders in this neighborhood.
Well, they were. It wasn't. One was the cop suicide. The guy wanted to die, so he came out with a butter knife and they put 6 in.
That was wild.
That was that was on him. He
wild.
was a mentally older man, and the other one was a guy that went up to a door late at night. He had just gotten arrested a couple of nights or weeks or previous.
He was like creeping.
He was creeping, and the dude said, "I have a gun, and you need to back away." It was his daughter's window, albeit the
With his
daughter was
family in the room.
25 years old. It wasn't a little girl, which again doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, he warned him 3 times. I thought it was quite interesting. They shot him through a window and they didn't even take the guy's gun. That was I like that. I mean, in Chicago, I'm a licensed carrier in Chicago, and you better have a screwdriver in my ear to shoot you, right? I mean, they didn't let you hear. They made a new law. If you have my TV, I can shoot you in the back here. You're allowed.
No, you can't shoot him in the back.
100. Look it up.
No, you can't do
You
that.
are 100%. You
not
are
in the back.
you are
No.
allowed to.
I
You are
feel
allowed.
threatened.
Yeah, you feel threatened. You are allowed
feel
to protect your life and property.
Yeah,
in
but you're
Florida.
not shooting anything in the back. You're fucked.
I don't think,
And
dude.
you're fucked.
You better look that up. Anyway,
not.
well,
we're not giving legal advice.
No, nobody's giving legal.
But I'll tell you this much: if somebody listens
Shot him through the
closely, they
window.
can find out exactly where the studio is. Those conspiracy true crime.
You know what will happen? It'll be the same thing you talked about in the previous statement, where it's 1,000 bullets a minute. That's what's happening. I'm gonna fucking run to my shit, and I want. If a guy's gonna be at the window, a guy's gonna be like that guy over there, and he shot him and killed him, and they didn't even take the guy's gun, dude. Which
Fucking
didn't even
got
take his
me.
gun. Didn't even take.
You
Yeah.
got me. Good job.
Those are only 2 buttons. We have about 40.
I was like, oh, God,
We have 40.
he fucking did it.
Yeah.
He fucking did it. I was about to go like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I was just going to go like
His hands on the trigger for sure.
I blended into the snake aquarium behind me. Nobody looked.
Yeah, we have 40 buttons. He does too. Because I have Lenny to my left, and I have a full blown fucking Down syndrome to my right.
Well,
He has 40 buttons.
I just started last year. I started doing para work. So I work with high autistic kids and some not so high, some
I can't.
multi.
That is very noble, bud.
Yeah.
Hey, you
you're
say
a
that,
super
man, but
good guy,
I
man.
get giggles off of it. It's shit. Some shit is funny.
Oh, yeah.
But it's funny for them too. You have to learn how to laugh, and those kids have a great fucking time. And they mean it's all just love and heart.
Love and heart,
There's
exactly.
Yeah.
no the kid does something fucking silly, you can laugh at him. And it's not a big deal. They don't take that shit.
Because they don't. But you got to remember, their mental capacity, they don't understand it. Like somebody who's Down syndrome doesn't know that. I mean, maybe they do. Maybe you know better than I. Do they know that they're different, or they just don't even care? They're not walking around saying
They know,
he's
but
not.
they know, but it's not like a talk you necessarily want to have.
Or
You know what I
or
mean?
they don't feel
wanna
bad
bring
about
up.
it either.
They want you to treat them as normal as possible.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because they're damn near bro. I thought these kids were so cute. They're just a fucking little Downs kid, and
Yeah.
fucking, they were jerking each other off under the goddamn table.
Well, that's a little.
And I'm like,
off.
Jesus Christ.
That's a little off.
Jesus
Man, that's
Christ.
frowned upon.
Well, it's like, but that's like you don't understand.
That's
like
extreme volunteer work.
there's some the fucking like the signal in our head for that
Oh
like,
yeah, the endorphins.
like
yeah.
not well, don't do it.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
that
They don't have
signal.
that.
No,
Yeah, they don't
they're
have
like,
that. I worked at
my dick's hard.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey,
Something's
ladies,
gonna happen. Oh, 100%.
Come touch this dick.
100%.
And like we had this
100%.
little there's this little I don't even want to
Don't
give
even
any
do
kind of
anything,
detail.
yeah.
We had a little kid in there and he was like, I kiss you, I fuck you now. And
okay.
you're like, whoa, you can't talk to ladies. And he's just like rubbing on these like older ladies and you're like,
he
what
doesn't
the
know any
fuck
better.
is-
You know,
But the fact that they let it go on.
Yeah.
What do you mean
gets
they let it?
awkward.
They can't stop. Well, I'm sure they stop it. What do you mean let it go on? They let them finish on their leg?
Well, no. Well, there is the jerk off kids.
Yeah,
Where It's
yeah.
like you.
But they let the
and there's
jerk off kids
certain-
finish?
You go to the bathroom. You gotta
Okay.
go finish in
Oh,
the
okay.
bathroom.
Oh, great,
Don't
yeah.
finish on that girl. The fuck is she can't wheel away fast enough. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking classic.
But yeah,
Classic.
they finished like we had one kid that was like 4 hours a day of a 6 hour shortened day for us, and he is 4 hours
All day.
just wailing
in the bathroom.
Yeah. Well,
You try and get him in the.
starts where it starts, and then you're like bathroom, and he's
Yeah.
like,
So you work. He's mad. Him and his dick just leave. Are you
Pulling
do you
that
do
thing
that
like
every
goddamn
week?
putty.
Is that what you do every week? You volunteer at this house and help these
that
guys?
was that
happens
was
every
my,
day?
no. So now I'm at the school I'm at now is all high functioning kids. This was last year at.
Yeah, don't say it.
You know
we
what I
got
mean?
it. Yeah, yeah.
I
at
just
a
wanted
place.
the camera to think that I saw it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I didn't say it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, I was
That's
last
awesome.
year. I was at a place where like it was like multi. There's like high functioning,
So
some not
autistic,
so, yeah.
mentally retarded.
You had-
What do they call? Oh, Down syndrome. What do they
Well,
call?
like
them?
so, like for
I
the,
hate challenge. They're not
so they call
challenged.
them for the ones that are like nonverbal,
Yeah.
like the ones that can't speak or
Yeah.
nonverbal. They might be multi because they might have multiple shit wrong with them.
Yeah. Like autism.
So like,
autism
so like
and Down
the ones
syndrome.
that are like autism and Down syndrome, that's what they are. But like the other ones are like some of them fucking. I don't know it.
It's
like
got to
that.
be a
I'm not-
million
yeah.
different diagnoses.
Oh, bro,
But
there's
are
so
you
much.
doing this as a volunteer work or is
No,
this?
that was like I was gonna coach at that school. So I was like I started working there as a para.
They play sports.
Oh,
Some
some
do.
of them, bro.
Yeah,
I
some
got
do.
I
Oh,
got
Special Olympics.
I got this
You were
little one-
part of that, I'm sure.
I got this little one called the governor that wants it. Like he heard I was a football coach and I trained. He's like, I want to learn how to start training.
That's awesome.
So I was like, all right. And I started teaching him push-ups and
Yeah.
sit-ups and squats
does 'em-
and lunges around the classroom. Bro, that kid
Doesn't stop. Yeah.
worked out every day and had every technique had to be perfect.
Wow.
Then we were cleaning at like part of the transitional kids. We take them off site at like a YMCA was one of our places.
Yeah.
We go to the YMCA, we get a 10-minute break, me and Josh in the weight room, getting some fucking sets.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he's like, every time we get done, no matter like we just did calves, he'd be like, hey.
That's
And it's
awesome.
like wrong
That's
muscle
awesome.
group, but I fucking love the enthusiasm every time.
Do you
I got pictures of him too, by the way. Fucking me and him both fucking gunning it up.
Yeah.
do you but is that part of your school, the PE, or is
No,
that
so that before that, like I was a one-on-one para for a kid, and then if my
what's
kid
a para mean?
paraprofessional,
Like he's paired up,
So
like
I'm
Oh,
a
pair,
paraprofessional.
P-A-I-R.
I'm say this would be my little Billy.
That's Billy for
So
sure.
I'm gonna work with little Billy all day. I'm gonna make sure little Billy's having a great day.
Okay.
Sexual harassment.
You got him all day.
Yeah, because if little Billy doesn't, when he wants to, little Billy throws desks at teachers.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm
So
mad.
little Billy needs to go to the bathroom when little Billy needs.
Do you
to
have
go
to
the
stand
bathroom.
outside the bathroom door, make sure he's like?
Yeah, well, I stand
Or you have
outside.
to go inside
Well, there's
and, like,
some that
put him in the
that-
stall.
Yeah.
There's some that you have to change the.
Yeah.
You know, and
yeah.
I don't, bro. I fucking, and they make me go pick him up like
Yeah.
out of the chair, and it's like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Can I walk out of the fucking room now? Like this is a boy. You don't want me seeing his fucking dick. He's having a blast
But
right
it's
now
not.
for y'all.
But you see, you are professional. You're allowed to see
no,
that
I
because
get that, but I don't.
it's not any.
It's
the
uncomfortable.
respect.
but it's a negative
It's the
connotation.
respect
There's no
of
negative.
like if you were at the hospital and like you were getting up at and like the nurse was a male and like he's obviously probably had to like change your catheter or some shit.
Sure.
But give you the respect to fucking turn around while you put your pants on.
yeah.
Treat him like a fucking human being.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not a goddamn animal.
But you're trying to. But you're helping him.
I get that, but
Yeah.
you still the woman's helping them by changing them. I just picked them up and put them on the fucking table.
Gotcha.
Let me out of the room.
May I ask the age group of these children?
Like, so my transition kids are 18 plus. Those are kids
these are adults.
Yes, at this school. I hope I'm fucking singling them out to their.
No,
fucking
we gotta
asshole
do.
people,
Yeah, you can't.
cocksuckers.
No, don't do it. Don't do
Yeah,
it.
you get your 4
Wait,
years.
did you wait? Hold on, back up. You said
I don't like the people. I'm
oh,
not
the
a
people
fan.
at the school.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Just don't get yourself in trouble.
But yeah, there's
or
4
us.
and 4.
Or us.
You do
I'll get a
4
lawsuit.
years for your high school years, then you do 4 years of transition.
Okay.
And they'll get you a
job
specialized
and
diploma.
Gotcha.
And it sets you up to learn how to have a job, how to have a
nice.
place, how to cook your food, do your own.
But you don't do that as a regular job because you're a PE teacher somewhere.
So now I do PE for 2 periods and I tutor, and all the kids at the school that I work at are all high functioning autistic.
Oh, so you're literally working at a school of full on autistic. So you're okay. I thought you were in like a regular, but that's a special ed school, if
Right,
you will.
yes.
Okay, I got you.
And now
I
at
got
the
it.
second, so because I'm a football coach for the normal school though, that's connected to the school.
Okay, gotcha.
So that's where like I'll go over to
Oh,
them.
so there's
for
2 schools connected to this. Okay.
So yeah,
gotcha.
I work on the one half till about 1 o'clock, and then I go to the other one
Gotcha.
for the end of the day to go.
Do these
be with
kids,
the
do
football
the
team.
autistic high functioning adults live there? 18 plus? Do they live there?
No, well,
There's
these
no
ones I
off-
haven't seen any transition kids so far. And I'll be real, these fucking kids so far I've worked with are smarter than me by fucking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm their fucking
I know
tutor,
one.
and I'm like, all right, well, what am I teaching them? And it's like, all right, it's algebra. And I'm like, all right, cool. What page are we on? I'm like, 280.
Yeah.
Fuck.
280 years.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm
Yeah.
not getting to work it back into this. I'm just thrown right into fucking angles and
right.
tangents. And
Right.
fucking, I'm like,
Well, you got to be a smart guy to be able to do that. I mean,
well, you got fucking figured out.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, because and don't be wrong. in
Jerk
front
off
of
break.
Yeah.
don't be wrong in front of that kid because he'll
Yeah.
tell you
he'll
wrong.
And he'll tear you apart.
And you're like, Chat GBT, just fucking save me on this one.
Yes.
All right, yeah, you just gotta do it like this, bud.
That's phenomenal. It's like when I was young. When I was younger, me and my buddy, and I'm sure I told the story. I worked in one of those autistic adult homes, and it was. We talked about whether they had the most violent guy behind the driver of the van. Didn't make any sense, right? He banged his head. He was like, we'd see little puppies outside. They kill the puppies. It was fun. And then they let him outside. And we'd have to stop him from kicking him and shit. It was just crazy, you know. It seemed very illogical. Like it seemed like they could do better in certain aspects. But we had guys like that. We had a guy that if he was the stick of butter, anywhere there was a stick of butter, he ate the entire like it was a hot dog, bro. Yeah. And so you would be here. I am, and he's sitting there, right? And you'd have to go across the table while he's advancing on the butter, and I lost that war every single fucking time, you know. But why leave the butter out? Like,
Right.
why leave butter near him?
Right.
Well, we want to normalize him. Well, you know the guy eats butter, and there was another
Watch
guy.
his triggers.
Watch his triggers. There was another guy that jerked off only when he saw a 2-liter soda bottle, and there was constantly soda in the
You
place.
should have seen what he did to that Pringle can, though.
Dude, I'm telling you,
That
like
was the back door. That was the back door.
I'm telling you, I'll never forget his name was Johnny. And he was like 30 years old, though. You know, I mean, this was an adult home, you know?
Did you give him like a fleshlight in the shape of a 2-liter can?
It
Be
was-
his fucking hero.
It was ridiculous.
You
No,
would
we
be
did.
Superman
They would
and
make me
fucking Batman
wrestle.
all in one.
They would make me wrestle these 2-liter bottles of soda. Now, these guys are fucking, again,
they're
I'm
strong.
17, 18, and I'm not trying to pretend I'm anything I'm not. There is soda spraying all over the place.
Yeah, they're
the
strong.
pop is coming off. He's won the war. He's now jerking off with the thing on pretty much on me, right?
Oh, no.
And now they're like the whole crew comes in. You got to drag him because again they would let him do it in his room, but he wasn't supposed to have the bottle. But if that's what this guy likes Glenn Close movies. So if he likes Glenn Close
Give me
movies,
Glenn
Give him a goddamn movie.
give the guy a fucking soda bottle. He's not going to hurt anybody, you know. But they were trying to normalize him. But there were some really sad cases too. Like there was this little African American kid that was like literally tied up his entire existence. Because again, at that, I guess let's just use the excuse that the parents were poor and didn't know about how to take care of him, so they tied him to a chair all the time. So when he was an adult at this point, he was like completely twisted up. But he was the coolest dude because if he wanted that phone, he would be like a fucking cobra, bro. He'd be in the chair all twisted up, and all of a sudden be like, whoosh, and he'd be gone. He'd be like, his name was Nick. Nick, you got to give the phone back, and you could never get it out of his fucking death grip, you know. But yeah, it's like
Take my strong hand.
I'm telling you. But me and my buddy, we like this kid. I mean, he was just it was beast what he could do, you know. But it would literally be like a cobra strike. He'd be so fast. He'd be under the table, wrapped around all the legs of the chair, and all of a sudden you would just see him pop out, take the fucking food off the plate, and you'd be like, no. It was.
Bro, we had one of the teachers there was so fucking funny because we had this kid that was like one of the most checked out kids. Like fucking, he's not there. Like at all.
Yeah.
And he'd always walk by me and goes, hey, he's fucking faking it, I can tell. He'd just walk off and be like, God damn it. Fucking this one. Yeah. And he's like, this one's faking it? God damn it. That's an Oscar right there. That's fucking I Am Sam right here. That is great if you're faking that one, bud.
That's phenomenal.
Jim Carrey's longest one in Dumb and Dumber too.
Seriously, yeah, it's amazing. It's just amazing. But that's remarkable work. It takes a certain soul to be able to do that.
Yeah,
you know. I mean, it really is. Again, walking in the door barefoot. Right, with whatever he came in with, he had a little knapsack like Sherpa over here. Right, again, it's a knapsack. Let's call it a knapsack. Right, This is not what I expect. Did you expect? I expected sumo, but I didn't expect the whole Japan thing and the shirtless thing. I didn't expect all that. For the guy that now tells he works with autistic adults and he's a pairing big brother, and I mean,
he just seems
I can't get a beer out of this.
He's
fucking
in that
guy.
world to really just help people.
Yeah, I mean, that's
noble. That's really good.
That, as Sherpa would say, God's work, you know, God's work.
There it is. We're turning him.
That's just that's amazing, bro. That's amazing.
Hey,
Every day.
like. So I've never been an overly spiritual person on anything. I like you're
'Cause
saying
it's
though.
true.
I do believe in spirit, so I respect. I respect grace.
We're an energy.
I respect.
Yeah, we're an
shit
energy
like that. There's always.
Yep.
It's always respect to me. But
100%.
if I'm a coach at the end of the day, so if you're a religious kid, I might use a scripture to help you get through a time.
There you go.
Where another person I can just tell about the story.
Yeah, of course.
So
isn't that what's supposed to be? Hope.
Right.
It gives hope and peace and love.
I just don't like what you said. Money is power, and there's too much money behind church. I went to a Catholic church with my brother to get my fucking nephew baptized. I had to leave mid-service because I felt like there's a fucking demon in here. I literally felt that energy.
Yeah.
Because they just said the Lord's Prayer, then they talked about money.
Yeah, of course.
About how much money we can get in. And it's like, what the fuck is going on?
And you know, your nephew's baptism was probably cost them $3,000.
Oh, bro, I can only imagine.
You have to do a donation. You get married in the church, you got to do a donation. You last rites, you have to do a donation. Everything about the church is based on money. Again, I've been there. I've literally walked through the halls of the Vatican.
And that's where it's like
disgusting.
My biggest saying in life is just like, don't read a book to tell you how to live. Just be a good fucking person to the next guy.
That's it.
Because I guarantee if you're walking around being a good person to the next guy, smile, say how you doing.
Yep.
Give them a head nod, even though you're not having a good day, they're not having a good day. Just give them a fucking vibe.
That's it.
And you're good. You're chilling.
We're all gonna eat, sleep, shit, and die the same way. Not in the same manner, but we're all going to the same place. Exactly. I mean, it's as simple as that. And you have to respect. That's, you say the word, and we've spoken it many times here. It's literally about the respect of others. You gotta respect the people that are, especially, you know, family is different, right? You'll die for your family,
right?
But it doesn't mean that, you know, I just meet him. I don't respect. I respect that he believes in God. I'm not there, you know. Right. I look at it. Hey, that's what gives him peace. That's what gives him hope. That's great. It's fun to bust his balls about it, you know. But at the end of the day, we're all people. We're all going to the same place. Nobody is gonna outlive anybody else in terms of we will all end up in the same fucking place.
Yeah.
And you know, and again, for me, people like you are honestly, you know, few and far between in terms of, you know, caring and helping for the people that are less fortunate. And I don't mean that, you know, it almost sounds sad to say less fortunate because it's not really true. They were just born different, right? They don't have the same makeups chemically that we have, that we can sit here and talk the way we do, but in their world, they're in their own world. So who's to say that this is a better world than that world? Because I can guarantee you, as you said before, I know we call him Duck-a-Dee, and he goes Duck-a-Dee, Duck-a-Dee, but nothing bothers him. He's the happiest kid in the world. He's not worried about fucking money.
Oh, that hurt. That was a tough one.
That's what we call him, Duck-a-Dee. We love him, Duck-a-Dee, Duck-a-Dee, and that's what we always say. Hey, Nick, Duck-a-Dee, Duck-a-Dee. You know, it's one of my closest friends' sons. You know, and but at the end of the day, he what makes makes him happy is when you bring him a Powerline shirt. Right. He loves Powerlines, you know? He's never going to go out and fucking kill a cat. He's never going to murder. He's never going to rape somebody. He's never going to embezzle somebody. He's never going to rip you off. He's never going to thieve you. All he wants to do is fucking hug you every time he sees you. Right. So how in the fuck are we the normal ones? Isn't that the way we really should have lived?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And they're way, like, as far as those kind of kids, man, everything is on your sleeve.
Yeah, man.
And it's fun at times as far as like when you're just honest with them, because they'll tell you like, I don't like that you did that. Oh, yeah. Hey man, I'm sorry, but this is how it has to be. Yeah. I still love you though. And they'll be like, all right, well I still love you too. And like they okay. As long as for them it's all about rationale.
Of course.
As long as it makes sense, it makes sense
to them.
And it makes sense to everyone. Yeah. It might be like you just say his blue rubber ducky is happy. All right, well, yeah, blue rubber ducky's happy today, isn't he? Yeah, he is.
And it makes him happy
for the rest of the day.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Then you get like, we have kids on like the football teams that have the sad shit of like their parents gone or like single house or like raised. Yeah. Someone's in jail. Someone just died. We had a kid second week of football. I think his dad just got murdered.
Oh, jeez.
And it's like, and he's showing up to the game the fucking next week, and you're like, oh man.
Yeah.
Hey, bud. Or the kid that just has no family. He's a fucking basically adopted. Yeah. Right. All his family died. His mom died at birth. Dad doesn't know who he is.
He doesn't have that sadness, does he?
Bro, no, he's the happiest fucking kid every day. And that's where it's perspective. And the more you get to be around, the more different types of kids and people in different situations. It's all perspective.
100%.
Your situation's always bad until you know about his.
Right.
And then his situation's bad until he knows about yours. Right. But if we all just focus on our own shit and don't worry about the next.
Don't worry about everybody fucking else. We're all in good shape. And it's funny, I'll end on this note. So my buddy whose son, we call him Ducka D, I hadn't seen him in a while because my brother-in-law, he would have been my brother-in-law. He passed away. He was 40. He would have been 49 this year. I think 48 or 49. Anyway, so that was his brother, right? We were very tight. Last 15 years, we were always together all the time, right? So I hadn't spoken to his name's BK. BK's my buddy, right? So I hadn't spoken to BK in a while, and all of a sudden I get this, and I kept saying to my other friends, "What the fuck? Where's BK?" You know, I understand his brother died. I know we were the three of us were tight as thieves. We were together, solid 15 years. You know, and they gave us beer. So he turns around, and all of a sudden I get a FaceTime from him, right? And I'm like, I'm not gonna miss this shit. If he asked out me, I'm gonna be there. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? So it ends up that his family is there, and I told this story a couple weeks ago. That his family's there, right? And there's Ducka D. So Ducka D walks by, and he knows me for years, right? And they're like, "Hey, we're talking to Uncle AC," and he goes, "The fuck you talking to him for?" "Hey, Uncle AC." And I'm like, "You're right, Nick. Why the fuck are they talking?" He hasn't talked to me in like almost a year, right? Again, I understand it was about his brother, and I remind him and the whole 9 yards. But I kept, always texting, bro. Birthday's this, Christmas. I love you, man. I'm thinking of you. But it was just so funny because they're so brutally honest. He walks by and he's like, and he loves me. He's like, "What the fuck you talking to him?" He's like, "Hey, look, we're talking to Uncle AC. The fuck you talking to him for?" Like, "Hey, Uncle AC," as he's walking by, doesn't stop, doesn't look. He just looks at me. He's like, as he's like going across the screen. All right, it's just the best shit in the world.
I guess.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, I'm like, good to see you too, Nick. Fucking didn't even come back. I just that's it. Literally, those are the words. Why the fuck are you doing?
Deuces. All right, man. Have a great one.
Fucking love it. I love it. All right, so we're gonna start wrapping this up again. What an interview.
Awesome.
Like
awesome.
what a yeah. So sorry, awesome. Dees, you were caught in the middle of all this insanity. You got your shit in. You're my left hand over here, big guy. What do you got to say?
Bro, we were watching that volleyball game and all the college girls, and they were going like, they're calling the ball mine.
Yeah.
And then all I could think of was finding Mimo when the seagulls go, mine, 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 mine.
So for the last 36 episodes, when I say, what do you got to say in the closing, you say no, and this is the one you come up with? Okay.
Killed it.
It was stuck in my head.
Yeah, that was. I would have. You could have stopped the music and said, "I have one more thing to say." But
no, we're good. It's now.
Like we're talking 30 episodes. You heard the last one, right? Yeah. What do you got? I got none. Then that's the thing. But today, mine. Okay, we love it. Yeah, that's what I love about you. You always surprise me, bud. Mark, we appreciate you coming in.
Awesome.
You are definitely doing work that more people should do.
Thank you.
Right? I mean, 100%. You are doing more work that people should do. We hope that you'll come back to us. We're always here. We'll let you know. Next couple of weeks, we have this band coming on from Wisconsin called Gold Steps that we're looking forward to. And then we have another gentleman. You probably even know him. Does he know Captain? Does he know Captain down by him?
I don't think so.
Yeah, we got this gentleman that
you might know.
Yeah, Captain John.
Captain John.
Yeah.
No, we just yell that shit a lot.
Dude.
Captain John.
Well, we're looking forward to him. His name's Captain John. He wants to do like a morning program with me.
Hell yeah.
So I'm trying to work that out somehow or different, because I think you can multitask on the podcast. I'll never get rid of this right here. This is and then we're going to try and do mornings and try and do some nights. We're going to see how it works out. But we'd love you to come back and,
Yes. Yes.
we if we can help in any way, if there's ever any volunteering, I would love you to take my number because my wife and I, we love to do that kind of stuff. Give back. For me, it's just giving back. It's not always about money. I have no problem doing time and bringing my kids. When my kids, I have 2 older children. When they were little, we used to go and feed like the homeless on Thanksgiving. Instead of sitting around gluttoning, eating, we would go there in the morning and do that. You gotta give back a little bit, right? But we'd love you to keep us abreast to what you're doing and all the good work and and if you have football games, we'd love to come to a football game. We love that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You have anything that you'd like to say on closing?
Just go again.
Oh, fuck.
I was gonna say how far. Well, that's up to him.
No, bro.
No?
We got to cut some names and stuff.
All right, fuck it.
So you got nothing to say. All right.
Nothing to say.
Well, I mean,
If you did it, you'd never know about it.
I guess he doesn't. Like I understand you could cut some names, but he can't promote his football. He's a coach.
He can say he's got a game.
Yeah, he can't say he has a game. It's not up to you. It's up to him, though. If he's they're not gonna 6-degree separation to find you.
Do you remember everything that you said during this podcast? Do you think it would all be safe?
Yeah, of course it'd be. He didn't mention
if your boss listened to it.
My job?
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
good?
I
All right,
didn't
well,
use any names because
No.
in our field,
And
you
I'll
can't
cut
use
names, but trust me, I'll
That's
give rid
why
of.
I never I never used like the name of any school. It's implied.
all right.
But you're a grown man and you're not hurting anybody. You're not hurting anybody. If anything, they would be if your boss called you and said, "I heard you on a shitty podcast called Complete Nonsense, and you need to go away."
I'd say thank you for listening.
Yeah.
Did you
Like, comment, and subscribe?
You did?
Yeah, right. I hope so because I would literally be like, you're going to get rid of a guy who's giving his time and his energy to these children that are in need and some that don't even have families.
The lady got
You're gonna
fired
get
for
rid of him
taking a
'cause he's-
baseball.
Yeah, right. Well, no, that's a different story. She took it out of a child's hand.
I
He did not.
agree. I'm
He did
just
not.
saying.
He did not. He did not
I'm not
disparage
saying
his
he
children.
did the same thing. I'm just saying that you wouldn't that far. But
Well, that'd be,
fucking
what?
take a
It's
baseball
somebody
from
else,
one kid.
somebody else
that guy.
listening to this podcast and everything that you talked about with what you've done for children would fucking eat you up in a minute. Guaranteed, right? Well, they're going to say, no, we don't want a guy that's going to care about kids. No, we don't want that guy. We want Sherpa who wants everything cut. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Right. All right. What do you got to say, big boy?
nothing. Just like, comment, subscribe, leave a review, grab a brew, baby. Cheers.
You can't say nothing. You just use dissonance.
You said it like he's played the down music like 8 times.
I know, but you can't. You don't say nothing. You go right into your spiel. You've never said I've got nothing to say. Anyway, give me my music out. It was a great show once again. You know, I love what we do. I think that we got a great dynamic in this room, and I think that we're just getting better and better with the guests. You know, and then when you get a guest like this, it just takes you to another fucking level.
Yeah.
The sumo show is gonna fucking be big, and I think this one, you know, a lot of the audience that we know, we have a lot of women listeners. They're gonna fucking fall in love with you, just you know, for how compassionate you are towards children. And with that, I see AC out.
Yeah.
Complete Nonsense Podcast is brought to you today by Anglo-American Optical, a 100-year-old manufacturer of high-end English eyewear, produced in the UK, distributed everywhere. Check them out for all your eyewear needs. Anglo-American Optical, Ltd.com. Also, What Do I Care Optical, an online eyeglass retailer specializing in Maui Jim, Ray-Ban, Anglo-American Optical, and many other brands. They offer the best lenses on the market. Check them out at whatdoicareoptical.com. And lastly, Blue Savage Tea, an up-and-coming apparel company that specializes in custom designs of high-quality clothing and apparel. If you can design it, you can imagine it, they can make it. Check them out, Blue Savage Tea on Facebook, or email them any of your apparel needs. Blue Savage Tea, that's BLU, savagetea@gmail.com.